Hello, everyone. So, June the 26th, here we are at the end of the day, literally, getting near the end of the day. And here I'll make this summary report of how the day 5 of the pilgrimage has gone. So, first of all, it was my 35th anniversary, and I'm so grateful to God for that. And not much more I could say in a way. I mean, what priest doesn't know they're unworthy of what they've been granted? But I'm grateful to God for the gift of the priesthood and being able to serve Him and His people. 35 years on this, and it's also the feast of Saint Josemaria Escrivá, the founder of Opus Dei. So I owe a lot to Saint Escrivá. Fulton Sheen, I owe a lot to him as well. So today we got up really early, went to the city of Jerusalem, and we prayed the Via Dolorosa, the way of suffering, or the Stations of the Cross. And that was just very profound. The city was very quiet at that time of the day. It was very different when we went back in the afternoon. So it was really nice in the quiet of the morning. None of the shops were open. It was just a quiet time to pray the real Stations of the Cross. So we ended up at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and we visited the church. There's so much in there. You could be in there for days. So we visited the tomb of Christ, and I was so blessed to be able to offer sacrifice of the Mass on my anniversary day of ordination, at Calvary. I was just, what can I say? It was just such a blessing. It was so profound. Not strange, but I guess it's just because it's the extreme high demand. Mass is absolutely, like I was told, 25 minutes, that's it. So, I mean, they have one mass after another. It's just going all the time. So I was very conscientious about my time, as I will tell anybody in Corpus Christi who sees this, you're not getting a 25-minute Sunday Mass. That's a one-off. But, I got 24 minutes, so I was 1 minute to spare. But the point is, I got to celebrate Mass and at Calvary. Very, very profound. Very grateful to God for that, and the tour guide who organized it with Dr. Bergsma. So then after that, we came back to the hotel because we had not eaten lunch before we left. We came back for a late breakfast, and then we went back to the Church of the Sepulchre, to kind of revisit, because there's just so much to see, and Calvary really is the highlight of a Catholic pilgrimage. That's where He offers His sacrifice. That's where, and who is it for? It's for the salvation of mankind, but it's for His bride, the church. So Christ enters into the divine nuptials by allowing Himself to be sacrificed, to put to death. And He institutes the sacrifice of the Mass. And, it's all here. It happens all here. In this church, there's even, side chapels, for example, where the three nails, the three crosses, the three crosses, and Saint Helena when she found the three crosses. There's a little, also the concrete kind of pole, if you will, where our Lord was tied to, and they flagellated Him. And it's much more realistic picture here that you get on the pilgrimage. It's not just once, it's actually 3 times. Most likely He was scourged and just basically almost beaten to death. Even the crowning of thorns, the way it was explained to us, it was just absolutely brutal. So we came back, and we spent some time just in reflection. We also saw the slab on which Christ's body was prepared with embalming. Went into the little chapel where He was actually laid in the tomb. So Calvary, where He died, where He was embalmed, prepared with spices than where he was actually buried. It's like there's so much here. You really have to kind of sit back and reflect and pray. I mean, it's one of the reasons I'm doing this is I suppose I could go back and watch my own voice. It's kind of like a voice memo for me, and I hope you benefit from it in some way. If you've gone to the Holy Land, this will spark memories. If you haven't, maybe you'll consider going at some point in the future. And if I wanted to watch it, I mean, it would be more or less to kind of remember what I did and spark the memories to sort of, cultivate my prayer, or prayer, at these magnificent or profound holy sites. And then we actually went to the Wailing Wall, and just for a brief moment, I touched the Wailing Wall and prayed that God would unite all of His children in one family. So then we came home. It was an early, kind of an early afternoon, mid-afternoon, because we had gotten up so early, and everybody's exhausted just because of that. So that's what Sunday, June the 26th was like for me, day 5 of the pilgrimage. I hope anyone who watches this is having a good day, and God bless all of you, and I'll be back at it tomorrow.